friends, you're looking live at beautiful Arlington Heights School, St. Peter Arlington Heights School in Arlington Heights, Illinois. This is the 2023 Illinois State Basketball Tournament. This is Championship Sunday, and this is the third place boys game between the fourth seed, the Cougars from St. John's Redbud, and the third seed, the Titans from Nashville, Okawville. My name is Ryan Roth. I'll be doing your play-by-play along with my esteemed colleague, Peter Roth. And Peter, the seeding came right for the next two games. This is the fourth matchup of the year between the Titans and the Cougars. The Titans are 3-0 in those previous games.
For your first point, yes, the seeding committee did a great job this year. Top four seeds, all playing in the third and first place games. Exactly where you'd expect them to be, so props to the seeding committee for getting it on the nose this year for the 2023 tournament. To your second point, yes, we have a game here between two teams who are very familiar with each other throughout the year and have seen each other, as you mentioned, 3 times, with the Titans coming out on top all 3 games so far. They were all closely contested games. We had a chance to talk to Coach Mull earlier on this afternoon for Redbud, and said that all of them were within 2 to 4 points going into within the fourth, and it came down to free throws a couple times where Nashville Okawville was able to pull away. But I would expect a closely contested contest here, Rye, throughout these next 24 minutes of game time.
All right, the Cougars coming to this game after defeating Yorkville Cross on Friday, 55-34. They defeated in East Dundee Emmanuel yesterday morning, 36-30, and they lost in the semifinals to what is probably the favorites of this tournament, Peoria Christ, going away. The Titans come to this game after defeating Trinity Bloomington by 22 on Friday. Arlington Heights, who we had just watched, by 26 yesterday, and lost in a close battle to the number 2 seed, St. Paul Rochelle. But again, you know, I'm expecting a evenly matched game somewhere in the mid-30s, Peter. Is that where your head's at?
That's been right about the recipe for the 3 matchups they've had so far this season, the only exception being a 49-47 contest that went to overtime. So first one to 40 might win this game. Should see both teams in the 30s, both teams playing in the paint for the most part, and I expect a well-contested contest here.
Let's go down to Sue with today's starting lineups.
Good afternoon and welcome. On behalf of the Lutheran Sports Association, we welcome you. It's been a long weekend of basketball, but oh so fun. This game, this matchup, will determine the 3rd and 4th place finish in the state of Illinois, and so we're excited for all of that. As we get started, I remind you of the sportsmanship statement that you have heard a few times this weekend already. For one last time, the Lutheran Sports Association welcomes you to the Illinois Lutheran State Basketball Tournament. Before we begin, we ask that all participants and spectators conduct themselves in a God-pleasing manner before, during, and after this basketball game. The LSA Sportsmanship Award will be presented this weekend to the school whose behavior of its players, coaches, and fans best demonstrate Christian sportsmanship. And we're going to do a great job with that today. So before we get started and introduce our players, let's begin, as we begin every game at the state tournament, with a word of prayer. And together we pray. Lord God, Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this day. We thank you for the opportunity of our schools, wherever they are, and just across the state, that we can come together in a place like this, in places like these, and come for competition and come for fellowship. We ask, Father, that you'll be with us now as we compete. We ask that you keep us healthy from harm and danger, and that you help us to play to the very best of our abilities, and that all that we do and say may glorify you. It's in the name of Jesus we pray. Amen. And now, it is my privilege to introduce to you the visitors on the scoreboard today, the Trinity St. John Emmanuel Titans. Brock Schussler, Anderson Engley, and the starting lineup for the Titans: 8th grader Owen Dietrich, 8th grader Bennett Pinsky, 8th grader Elijah Zimmerman, 8th grader Palmer Wenken, and 8th grader Sam Blumhorst. The Titans are coached by the coaching dynasty of Blumhorst, Dietrich, and Dietrich. And now it is my privilege and pleasure to introduce to you the Cougars from St. John's in Redbud. Lucas Summers, Braden McCarthy, Sutton Jones, Easton Rubish, Liam Kilpatrick, Liam Quinton, Blayton Sutton, Kason Birch, Carson Mall, Brody Stenzel. And now the starting lineup for the Cougars. 8th grader Landon Rubish. 8th grader Lucas McCarthy. 8th grader Braden Schlesinger. 8th grader Ian Mall. And 8th grader Landon Kilpatrick. The Cougars are coached by the dynasty of Mall, Quinton, and Stenzel. Let's play ball.
All right, starters for the visitors on the scoreboard. The Titans from TSJ, Emmanuel, Nashville, Okawville. Owen Dietrich, Bennett Pinsky, Elijah Zimmerman, Palmer Renkin, and Sam Blumhorst. And for the home team on the scoreboard, the Cougars. Landon Rubish, Lucas McCarthy, Braden Schlesinger, Ian Mull, and Landon Kilpatrick. Both heavy on the 8th grade side, Peter. So again, we're in the last game we watched a 7th grade dominated roster with
Emmanuel Palatine.
And these are both 8th grade rosters. So.
Yeah, both very experienced rosters. Both teams, as we mentioned, know each other very well and have played each other a lot in their last few years in basketball. And I think it'll be interesting to see how this plays out to start the game. Like, with both teams knowing each other well, you know what the other team's going to run, you know their sets, you know what their tendencies are. So we'll see how that plays out as well.
All right, 3rd place game, and we're off. Again, the Titans in the all black, Cougars in the all white.
And the gym is alive here to start the game, Ryan.
Especially for two teams that are coming from almost the farthest away, almost 5 hours for the Cougars, and turnover the game early on for the Titans. It definitely feels like a pro-Cougars
atmosphere to start. I agree. Their 1-3-1 defense to start there. Got a turnover just like they were hoping it would, and we'll see if they can build off that here in their first offensive possession of the game.
With the size advantage of the Titans, I really think you're going to see a lot of Blumhorst today.
He has been the main man for the Titans all weekend, averaging 17 a game. So I'd be in line with your expectations there, right? He's going to be the key to success.
And the Cougars are very, very balanced scoring. You got McCarthy with 8, and then the ball gets knocked away. It's going to stay with the Cougars. McCarthy 8, Rubish 7 and change, Sutton with 7. Kilpatrick with 6. Again, so very evenly matched scoring. So someone's going to, at the end of the day, someone's going to have to step up if they're going to win this 3rd place game. And we're going to have a foul on the shot. I think that's going to be on number 21, Pinsky. And it is.
Good set there on the out of bounds under the hoop to get a shot up, get a foul.
So that's Pinsky's team's first. And the line for 2 is number 45, Schlesinger, who missed the first. Schlesinger, the 6'8" 8th grader, now 0 for 3 in the tournament from the free throw line. Converts on the second, and we now have a 1-0 score. As a whole, the Cougars 62% from the free throw line in this tournament, which I guess, for at this level here, that's about average.
Yep, and a little better as we see.
3 is no good by number 24, Renkin, but 1 and done, and the Cougars are pushing.
We'll see if they Cougars stay patient on the offensive end. Their first possession, they took their time, didn't rush, and looks like they're doing the same thing here with their second trip down. Looking for their best shot possible.
Again, man-to-man defense. No. 3-point attempt is no good. Zimmerman's able to track down the rebound.
I like what I'm seeing from St. John's, though, on the offensive end. Very patient, not just accepting what the defense from Nashville Okawville is giving them, looking for good looks.
Got it. As you can see, that zone defense, they're really trying to get to Zimmerman, but a poor pass.
And 1-3-1's given Nashville Okawville fits so far to start this first quarter.
And we're going to have a foul on the floor. That was me on Dietrich.
Yep. Well, you can really see St. John's knows that Trinity St. John Emmanuel, Nashville Okawville really wants to get into the paint, let Blumhorst get touches down by the block, and they are clogging the lane right now so far to start this first half.
Poor pass for the Cougars. Goes right back to the Titans. But you're right. When you've played a team, 3 times already.
Yeah, you know where they're looking to go on the offensive end. You know where their strengths and their weaknesses are, and you're really trying to.
Nice effort by Pinsky, who breaks it himself to a wide open Zimmerman underneath. No, doesn't get it. And Blumhorst is able to track it down. Another missed layup. And we're going to have a jump ball possession arrow Cougars. That was 2 point-blank opportunities for the Titans.
And then they got a great look out of breaking the press. That's a shot that, Coach Blumhorst really wants to see moving forward through the rest of this game. In the second one, Blumhorst did a good job. Sam Blumhorst did of getting the rebound. Those are shots you're happy with if you're coaching the Titans here.
Nice backdoor cut and good for number 25, Landon Rubish. And Coach Blumhorst wants a quick timeout.
This is as exciting as I've seen a crowd for a 3-0 lead in my time doing this, Rye. But that was a phenomenal play set there off the jump ball for St. John Redbud. Little Iverson screen with the 2 post players on the elbows. Wide open layup. It's awesome.
But you know how you always hear, it's tough to be a team twice in a year. Okay, it's tough to be a team 3 times in a year. For an evenly matched game, it's almost impossible to be a team 4 times in a year without a coach. The coach knows. He can plan for it.
Yeah, and these are very evenly matched teams. We're talking about the 3rd and 4th rated teams in the state of Illinois. So both of these teams are very nose to nose in terms of talent and quality of play, and their season has shown that. And like you said, it's tough to beat a team twice. Even harder to beat a team 4 times in 1 year.
Nice pass down to Blumhorst, and that's exactly what they needed. Blumhorst to Zimmerman, and that has been their offense all season long.
That's exactly what Blumhorst has done all tournament. He's done a great job of scoring when needed, but feeling defensive double teams coming, dumping it off to Zimmerman and Rankin as well for those easy layups, those drop down layups at the block. Those easy as could be there offensively for the Titans.
3-point attempt is off the back of the rim. Pinsky with the rebound, and he's pushing.
And no one's picking him up top.
Nice pass to Zimmerman, back to back. And just like that, the Titans have quieted down the Cougars crowd, and it's been 2 Elijah Zimmerman layups.
Yeah, he has put himself in great spots there for his teammates to find him and finished open layups, which, as easy as it sounds, sometimes is the hardest part of the game.
Wide open 3-point attempt is short for Ian Ball. Early substitutions in the game for the Cougars as number 44, Brody Stenzel checks in the game, along with number 30, Blayton Sutton. Full court pressure picked up by the Cougars. And we'll see. They were able to break it with ease last time, and they're able to break it with ease this time. They had numbers for a minute, but they decided to back it back out. Pinsky open for 3, and he is, Rankin, and he's got it. And that is a quick 7-0 run. And all it took was Blumhorst's timeout, and the momentum has shifted.
And just patient or calming down his team, letting them know they run their stuff. They've been successful.
And Elijah Zimmerman with the steal. He takes it all the way up and good. And Elijah Zimmerman now with 6 first quarter points, and the lead is 6.
Wow, a quick turn of events here. The Titans really turned it on in these last 2 minutes.
And well, hold on, Peter. That's going to be on Dietrich, and that is 2 fouls on Dietrich. And the Titans only have 2 on the bench today. Looks like Anderson Ingley will check into the game.
We'll see if that comes into play, right? Like you mentioned, they have a pretty slim bench here today. Only 7 players in total. So we see a tip pass, almost a steal.
Shot attempt for Stenzel, long on the rim, and you are not taking that ball away from Bloomhorst.
Great job so far by Nashville Okawville for defensive rebounding, not giving up any second chance points here early on for Redbud.
I gotta say with the Titans though, they've done a really good job of not fouling in this tournament. Only 28 fouls total through 3 games. Turnover, and here comes the Cougars. Nice pass to Stenzel, up and good. Excuse me, Sutton. That was Blatant Sutton. What a pass.
Great finish by Sutton there too.
Good Bloomhorst to Zimmerman. He says right back at ya as Zimmerman now with 8 points. 2 of those were assists on Bloomhorst.
Bloomhorst is really drawing all the attention of Redbud's defense right now, which has left Zimmerman wide open.
Sutton takes it all the way. What a strong take by Blatant Sutton.
The spark plug off the bench here for Redbud here early on in the first half.
Here's Rankin, who already hit one in the corner. Short on that. Bloomhorst with the strong rebound, up and good. Peter, what a last 2 minutes of action.
Yeah, we have had nothing but nonstop
And Sutton takes
action.
it again. Blatant Sutton is deciding, you know what? I'm going to do this myself.
Seemed like an instant replay from the last possession.
What a first quarter of fun action. 13-9 is your score. And it was slow going through a good chunk of that first quarter.
Well, it was 3-0 through the first half of the first quarter.
And Bloomhorst called a timeout. And since that point forward, we saw great passes, great finishes around the rim, but that was that huge 3 by Rankin that really set the game in motion.
Sam Bloomhorst, high post passing has been wonderful so far in this first half. Like you said, Palmer Rankin's corner 3 to extend the lead to as big as it got so far in this first quarter at 6. On the other end, though, where would St. John's be without Blatant Sutton's 6 points there late on in the first quarter?
He went out of, and it was 3 hard takes to the hole.
Yeah, and they were strong takes to the hoop, and he did a great job going through contact and finishing strong, just like any coach would ever ask of his players to do, you know? Looking at shooting numbers for that first quarter, Nashville Okawville finished the quarter shooting 50% from the field, 6 of 12. 1 of 4 from 3, that one lone shot being Palmer Rankin's 3 from the corner. Meanwhile, Redbud, St. John's Redbud, 4 for 7 from the field. All 4 of their made shots came from inside the paint, and 3 of those were courtesy of Blatant Sutton layups.
Sorry, Peter and I had to be real, and Bloomhorst with the 3 in and out. Strong rebound by number 35, Lucas McCarthy.
And Bloomhorst has that in his game. He's hit a 3 earlier on this weekend. The difference it makes, though, is when he's out there shooting 3s, he's not able to get those offensive rebounds as we saw late in the first quarter with him.
Elijah Zimmerman tips it away. Nice save. Cougars able to get 3-point attempt is good by number 45, Schlesinger. And the lead is down to 1.
And that's Braden's first 3 of the weekend. So that's a big confidence booster for him early on in the second quarter, and cuts this lead back to 1.
And they're taking Bloomhorst right on him. Misses, gets his own rebound, misses that one again. And the ball gets knocked away, and it's going to stay with the Titans.
You got to give credit there to Lucas McCarthy there, staying strong in the post, keeping his arms straight, not fouling Bloomhorst on that drive to the hoop. As we
nice pass to a wide open cutting Elijah Zimmerman.
How many times have we said that so far this game?
10 points for Elijah Zimmerman.
And 8 of them have come off that exact same play where he was wide open on the left block, made an easy layup. Good job for him for finding the open space on the offensive side.
So we'll see again. It's a team that perimeter oriented versus a team that wants to take it, work inside. So again, kind of totally different styles of offense here.
Very much so. Post-centric versus a team that's playing 5 out, as we see from Redbud here, looking for driving lanes.
And who else, Peter?
What?
Blatant Sutton.
First half.
Blatant Sutton with 8 points in this game.
He's eclipsed his tournament average already. And we are 8 minutes into this game.
Oh, we said someone had to step up.
You are right. And he has taken that on so far early on in the first half of this third place game.
The issue, Peter, if they're going to double. Oh, nice effort by Blue Morris. Offense no good. Blue Morris gets an in and out, and he's going to go to the line for 2. Blue Morris already with 6 rebounds in this game.
And that's really the struggle that I think St. John's Redbud is going to have this game. Is they focus their attention on Blue Morris early on in that first quarter. Zimmerman was wide open for those layups and those dump downs.
So that was Schlesinger's first foul, team's first. Blue Morris, 6 for 12 from the free throw line in the tournament, make that 7 for 13. I gotta say, you know, for a team that's 34-3 and how Blue Morris plays around the rim, he has had plenty of chances this year from the free throw line.
Yeah, he's a physical kid who can take contact, finish through contact, as he's shown already so far today.
Kilpatrick just checked in back in the game along with number 25, Landon Rubish. So Blue Morris is now 4 points in the game, and the lead is up to 3 again at 17-14.
Redbuds had an answer the last couple times down here offensively. Let's see if they can get another bucket.
We might as well just put the ball in Sutton's hands.
It's been a good recipe for success so far today. I would agree with you, Rye. I like still, they're being patient. They're not forcing anything as we see a tip pass that
Ian Mull gets blocked, and we're going to have a foul on the shot, it appears. And they're trying to, is that one on Blue Morris, Peter?
Yes,
and
it is.
So Blue Morris is first, team's 4th. And number 51, Ian Mull, to the free throw line for 2. It's 1 for 2 from the free throw line and so far in the tournament. He's averaging 2.667. And he is
first.
Third of the way there. And the lead is down to 2 again at 17-15.
As I was saying, though, the Cougars have done a great job offensively of keeping their composure, being patient, getting the best look they can.
He converts on
knocking down free throws.
3 for 4 now as a team. The other about Blue Morris, you know, considering being around the rim like he is, he's only had 4 fouls through 3 games.
He does a good job of keeping himself on the court, which is very important, especially at this level, to be an offensive presence and also be smart on defense and not have to sit, you know, long periods of time.
Rankin, who hit one already, misses that. Nice rebound by Pinsky. Pinsky's able to gather it around. Rankin again at the top of the key, doesn't get it, but Blue Morris, of course, doesn't get it either. Lots and lots of chances. Pinsky isn't able to get, and we're going to have a foul. It looks like jump ball, possession arrow. But that was 2 missed chances by Blue Morris. So there was 3 offensive rebounds on that 1 possession, Peter. No baskets.
In Nashville, Okawville's done a great job of crashing the offensive boards. But to your point, Ryan, that possession and possessions before then, they just haven't been able to finish a lot of those second and third opportunities early on in this game.
All right, 17-16 is your score. Titans with the lead.
Still, Redbud being very patient, as it looks like Nashville Okawville's in the zone now. Or maybe not.
Okay. That's at the Mull, who just went to the free throw line. 3-point attempt for number 25, Rubish, is no good. And again, like the fans are saying, foul their shot. It's 13-2 rebound advantage so far for this game in the Titans.
And that is
nice effort by number 35, Lucas McCarthy, to knock the ball away.
The field goal disparity is currently at 22 shots up for Nashville Okawville to 10 for Redbud, which plays directly into your rebounding stat.
And we're going to have a 30-second timeout by the
Titans, it looks like.
30-second timeout. All right. So next up, we have the championship game of the Illinois Lutheran State Tournament for girls. We have the number 1 seed, the Titans from National Okawville, versus the number 3 seed, the Comets from Peoria Christ.
After that,
it's the defending champion, Peoria Christ boys, against Rochelle, St. Paul Rochelle. Yeah, the Titans are the Titans girls team, undefeated. They're defending champions. Peter, I got to be honest. I think this is going to be a 2 repeats today. Poor pass by Zimmerman.
I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I would take you up on that one. I think we're going to see 2 defending champions maintain their crown here later on today.
Samantha and Summer Brinkman are as elite as it gets at this level.
Yes, they are. We still see Redbud being very patient on the offensive end. running a little weave action here, 5-out weave, looking for any way they can get to the hoop. There's no need to rush. We have no shot clock either.
As you say that, the reverse no good, and another one-and-done situation.
It's not a bad look there, though, for St. John's.
Dietrich, who just checked back into the game with his 2 fouls. He thought about it too long there. Pinsky had Zimmerman open.
Kilpatrick did a great job jumping the passing lane, getting there in time, and getting the steal.
You can't think though. Yeah, if it's open, Zimmerman almost steals it back. Rubish over to Mall. Long on the 3. Blumhorst is able to get, that was Kilpatrick with the 3-point attempt. Still missed.
And again, one and done for Redbud. They can't get any offensive boards going at all so far in this game.
We've had a little bit of a lull with scoring so far in this second quarter, and another turnover.
Nashville is trying to get it down to the post where they've had all their success so far this game, whether it be Blumhorst or Zimmerman. They've just not been able to get those post entries to land so far these last couple possessions. And credit that to St. John's defense. They've pressured the wings, pressured the guards outside, made those passes hard to make.
Well, to be honest, and that's the 5th turnover of the game for the Titans.
This is the same play they ran earlier for a
nice
layup. And
backdoor cut, and good for number 25, Landon Rubish. His 4th point is a big one as it puts him on top by 1.
And he's got all 4 points on the same exact play design. Great job there by Coach Mall.
Palmer Rankin short on the 3. Nice save by Zimmerman, who gets it kicked away, and it's going to be a jump ball possession arrow Titans.
Again, if I'd be a betting man, I'd expect we'll see Palmer Rankin knock down a couple more of those 3s. He's getting great looks. He hit the second one he took. He just hasn't had another one fall yet, but they're going to fall eventually as this game goes on.
All right, 23.5 seconds to go in this first half. Good, nice defense by Sutton on Blumhorst. Blumhorst with the fadeaway up, and good, beautiful move.
Great footwork, way to use his body to shield the defender. Great little hook.
So 10 seconds to go. Sutton's good. Sutton almost loses it. Patrick slows it down. There's 4 seconds to go. Schlesinger at the buzzer, doesn't get it, and that is how the first half ends. Where if the first half is any indication of how this game's going to go, Peter, like I said before the game, we're expecting a close game in the mid-30s, and that is what's looking like.
Yeah, these two teams definitely look like they know each other well, and it's led to some great basketball in this first half. I'd expect the second half to be exactly the same. We're going to have a close contest for these next 12 minutes of play.
All right, Peter and I will be back here in give or take, 6 minutes and 37 seconds with the halftime stats.
Everyone has a calling. You're given signs you can't ignore. It's God's way of telling you that you have purpose, potential, that you have so much more to give. Everyone has a calling to follow where God leads, to use the gifts He gave you so that you can make a profound impact on the world. But there comes a time to turn that purpose into action. The time is now to follow God's call at Concordia University, Chicago, a university fueled by faith in our Savior, Jesus Christ, where opportunities outside campus abound, where faculty and staff are invested in the whole you. And our Christian worldview goes far beyond the textbook, instilling values that matter: faith, service, excellence, integrity, values that reveal purpose and meaning and lead to opportunities you may not even know exist. So listen to that calling and let us amplify it so you can explore all that God has in store for you, what you were created to do. You just have to answer the call.
We celebrate all of the wonderful things God is doing at Concordia University, Chicago. This year, we're introducing a new 4-year nursing degree in a state-of-the-art new space. We're celebrating 100 years of choral music at Concordia. We're cheering on world-class athletes. We're standing strong in our faith. Join together as a community on Thursday, March 23rd in supporting students at CUC's Annual Day of Giving. Share a gift to your favorite area of the university. Make a difference in Concordia Chicago students' lives. Together, we rise.
Together, we rise.
Together, we rise.
Together, we rise.
Together we rise. And we're back live at the half of the third place game at the 2023 Illinois Lutheran State Basketball Championships. We've got the Cougars, the fourth seed from St. John's Redbud, losing to the Titans, the 3 seed from Nashville, Okawville, 19-18. And Peter, we couldn't have had them. The fact that we got to the score that we did, it's been as different of a game as possible. You've got the Titans dominating on the rebounding end, 16-2 in rebounding advantage. 9 of those rebounds are from Bloom Horse, which again is what we expected.
Yep. And on the other side, we've seen patience. I've mentioned it 2 or 3 times so far this game. Redbud has waited for the right play and waited for the best shot they could take, and mixed in a little bit of driving to the hoop really strong as we had Bladen Sutton go on his own personal 8-0 run to keep Redbud going in the stretch where Nashville Okawville started to turn up the pressure a little bit there at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, we saw a lot more defensive pressure from Redbud as well. Nashville Okawville's done all their damage offensively from the post between Elijah Zimmerman and Sam Blumhorst. Those two combined have, 16 of the 19 points?
So I would take a step further. So far in this tournament, the Titans have averaged 43 points a game. Zimmerman, Rankin, and Bloomhorst have combined for 35 of those 43 points. Okay. Today, the Titans have 19 points at halftime. Zimmerman, Rankin, and Bloomhorst have combined for all 19 of those points at halftime.
Right.
Led the way by Zimmerman with 10.
Yeah, and exactly my point. The post play is going to be the driver for whether or not Nashville Okawville can take control of this game and pull away. And if Redbud can keep playing the defense they played in that second quarter, preventing those easy layups, preventing those easy buckets for Zimmerman and Blumhorst, they're going to keep themselves in this game.
Leading scorers in that first half for the Cougars was Bladen Sutton with 8 points. Schlesinger added 4. Rubish landed with 4, and Ian Mull had 2.
And as I mentioned, first quarter, Nashville Okawville shot 6 of 12 from the field, 50%. Second quarter, they were down 2 of 12 from the floor, 8 of 24 for the first half, 33% overall, but a big drop off from first to second quarter. They still had those second and third chance opportunities. Blumhorst still did a great job attacking the offensive glass. They just couldn't get any of those to finish. They couldn't convert on it, and that was really what hindered their offense. They only put up 6 points in that second quarter.
All right, starting for the Cougars who get the ball to start the second half off. Rubish, McCarthy, Schlesinger, Moll, and Kilpatrick. Almost steal there by number 12, Dietrich. And for the Titans in the all black, Dietrich, Pinsky, Zimmerman. Nice, and right away, turnover early on. Great hustle by Zimmerman.
I'm going to say, Redbud has played a very clean offensive game. They only had 1 turnover that whole first half.
Make that 2 now for the game.
That 2 for the game.
And right away, they go working at Bloomhorst, and it works as Bloomhorst's 8th point of the game puts the lead up to 3 again at 21-18.
And that's what Redbud prevented the whole second quarter. They fronted that pass, didn't give that easy entrance from the corner to the block there for Blumhorst, and he was able to get the pass that time and get the easy bucket.
But at some point, Peter, he does wear on you, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, and
all great post players do.
Cougars have done well, really well, without really fouling them on the inside side. And Bloomhorst literally just takes the ball away. I'll give him a block rebound combo there. Bloomhorst now with 10 rebounds for the game. We're going to have a double dribble violation on Okawville. And if the Titans can keep turnovers low, this should be their game going away.
Yeah. They had only 4 in the first half. That was their 5th of the game. But you're right. If they can keep possession of the ball and get it down to their spots in the paint, they should be good. That has been easier said than done so this game.
Kilpatrick for 3, not good on that. And another one-and-done opportunity. Pinsky now with 5 rebounds in the game.
This might lead to a fast break opportunity here for the Titans.
Blumhorst takes it 1-on-2, doesn't get it. Smartly doesn't over the back, which, you know, a lot of kids at this level, that was their first thought process after that.
As you mentioned, he does a great job of not fouling on either end. We saw it defensively with that block, and we saw it offensively there, being smart and not putting himself in a bad position to draw an over the back call.
But to be honest, Peter, if Blumhorst did this game, you know, 5 different times, he'd have way more than 8 points with all the missed layups he's had.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not layups. I mean, just, you know, short misses.
No, yep. Shots in the paint that have been well contested by Redbud, but still, he'd like to have a couple of those back, I'm sure.
Ball gets tipped away, and a turnover for Cougars.
Too early on in this third quarter after a very clean first half is not what Coach Mull wanted to see.
So 3:52 to go in the third quarter. Titans lead the Cougars by 3. Nice pass to Zimmerman, wide open underneath the basket. And this is how it felt like in that first quarter when the Titans built that 7-point lead. Where now they're up 5 again, and again, it feels like a lot. But as I say that,
just like the first half, as soon as Nashville Okawville tries to pull away, Redbud has a response, and this one comes in the form of a 3-pointer, Landon Rubish.
Zimmer, we're going to have a foul on the floor, and that's going to be by Rubish.
Looks like Coach Mull is going to his bench spark plugs early on in this second half.
So Sutton and Stenzel are checking back in.
They did a great job offensively and defensively in that first half of providing a little pop for the Cougars. Let's see if they can do that again in the second half.
Nice cutting, no good there on Dietrich. And your friend of mine, Sutton, has got the ball and he's pushing.
Great
nice head fake. Actually, we're going to have a traveling.
Well, the idea was right. The idea was right. He had 2 people he got to bite on that pump fake. We're going to see a little pressure put on by Sutton just to slow down Nashville Okawville again.
So now that going to try and continue to work down low.
Well, that's what their offense, they're looking for that pass to the corner and then a dump down to their guys in the post. And right now, Redbud is not giving the passers any. Yeah, great effort defensively.
Wide open 3-point attempt for Pinsky is short. Nice effort by Dietrich fighting for it. And it's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Titans.
St. John's Redbud is really fighting for those rebounds this half. Really trying to make sure that there's no second chance opportunities.
3-point attempt is no good by Dietrich. Excuse me, Pinsky. And it's going to stay with the Titans.
Still early on in the second half, but Palmer Rankin hasn't gotten any open looks from outside so far in this third quarter. As I say that, they run and play for him in the corner.
3-point attempt is no good by Rankin. And just like that, the Cougars have a chance to either tie or take the lead. Which again, frankly, I'm surprised, Peter.
I mean, they have done a great job of stemming any chances Nashville Okawville had of gaining momentum in this game, as we see a turnover offensively.
That's the 4th turnover for the quarter when they only had 1 turnover in the first half.
Yeah, 4 turnovers in 4 minutes is not good.
Zimmerman, he is so good at finding that place right under the hoop.
I'm running out of room in the left block in my shot chart for
Zimmerman with a game-high 14 points.
And that's, again, Blumhorst draws so much focus on the other block, and the guards do a great job of...
Sutton... So...
I think we're going to call that a block?
Nope, they're not calling anything. They're saying it was off on the Titans. So either you're going to...
Block shot. Sorry, I'll clarify. Just a out of bounds.
And that's a turnover, and that's going to go back to... So they're saying it was tipped.
I guess
it was tipped off
the call they're making here. Is Redbud is trying to get themselves set up for a play, and we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout, Coach Mo.
A little discombobulation there from announcers and offense combined. But I think this is a good timeout. Coach Mull can take this time to remind his offense what they did well in the first half. And that was patience. That was being slow and confident and composed with the ball. Like we said, they had 1 turnover the whole first half. They've had 4 so far in the second half. They need to get shots up. That's how they're going to be able to take the lead, how they're going to be able to keep up with Nashville Okawville in this game. Turnovers are not going to be useful to them at all. They really need to do a better job of protecting the ball.
So McCarthy came through 3 games, has had 8 3-pointers. He has yet to score today. He was one in particular that we were eyeing down that's going to really key on the outside.
And he's only had 1 shot. He hasn't had any opportunities to get open even in this game, as we're going to see another turnover there.
And Dietrich picks it up all the way to the hole, and good. Great effort on Dietrich. Sprinting past the defenders. Well,
all right, we've seen this story before in this game. Nashville Okawville gets a little breathing room. Redbud comes back.
And then Sutton.
Not this time.
And that worked.
Oh.
The first half.
That
He
did.
had 4 of those takes in a row. That gets tipped away, and it's going to stay with the Titans.
Okay, Nashville Okawville's got an opportunity here. They can extend this lead to 8 or potentially 9, depending on how this looks.
And just a minute ago, they had a chance to tie the lead, to tie it or take the lead. And Owen Dietrich's quick 5-0 run, and the lead is up to 9 at 30-21.
How does Redbud respond here? Can they get a shot off?
Nope, they turn it over. And Blue Mars, we're going to have a blocking foul on Sutton. But no, they went from having the momentum, down 2 with the ball, to now they're now down 9. And to be honest, if the threes aren't hitting, it feels like it's insurmountable.
Especially the way this third quarter's played, where it seems Nashville Okawville has cranked up that defensive pressure. They are being much more menacing on the ball, as Redbud has 6 on the court. They get that figured out quick. More menacing on the ball. They've been in passing lanes, tipping passes. It's been hard for Redbud to get into anything cohesive on an offensive side.
Blue Morris is going to get fouled on the block, as Sutton now just picked up 2 quick fouls. And the 6'3" 8th grader, one of the leading scorers of this tournament, is going to go to the line for 2. Got Sam Blue Morris, 8 points in the game, 10 rebounds. But most importantly, it's how the double teams on defense are the reason why this team is as good as it is.
And his ability to stay composed, receive those double teams, and find the open teammate, which for the majority of this game has been Elijah Zimmerman.
Misses on both.
All right, Redbud's got another opportunity here to end the quarter with a little momentum.
And 3-point attempt is no good by, and then look at that, Zimmerman up and layup and good. And it's just feeling like it's just too much now.
And Titans finally got over the hump of breaking this lead out from 4 to 5 to a little more. And
Sutton out of control.
Redbud has no answer in this third quarter, unfortunately.
13-3 is the score in this third quarter.
And that's a 9-0 run since they cut the lead to 2.
Dietrich now with 7 points in the third quarter, and the lead is 13. But what a third quarter of play for the Titans.
That was an impressive last 4 minutes of action there from Nashville Okawville. They finally were able to knock down those layups that eluded them in that second quarter. And on the defensive end, they did a phenomenal job creating turnovers.
I mean, but at the end of the day, Peter, I made the comment earlier, basketball is all about hitting shots too, right?
That is true.
When you go an entire third quarter with only 1 made shot, and
turnovers also play an effect in that. For instance, in the third quarter, Nashville Okawville got 12 shots up again. They knocked down 7 of them. St. John's Redbud only had 6 field goal attempts that whole quarter due to the fact that half of their possessions ended in turnovers.
But
and they had no
when you're
offensive
also
boards.
outscored 21-6 as when you're out rebound 21-6.
Oh, yeah.
There's only so much you can do.
Right. You got to win at least one facet of the game, whether it's shooting, rebounding, or creating turnovers. One of those has to go your way in order to win. And right now, all three of those facets of the game are in favor of Nashville, Okawville, excuse me.
So Cougars with the ball to start the fourth quarter off.
I think the first couple minutes of this fourth quarter are going to be huge to see if there's any life left in St. John's and if they can cut in this lead and make this game going down the stretch.
And as you were saying, Peter, they, with their 6th turnover of the second half, that is not what the doctor ordered.
No, sir, it is not. Not the first possession you want to see down 13 with 6 minutes to go. Now they really need to stop.
Blue Morris wanted to get over to Zimmerman there.
It's worked all game. This time he's going to call his own number, looks like.
Gets blocked. Zimmerman fights. We're going to have a jump ball, possession arrow, Titans.
Great work by Landon Kilpatrick there to slide over and make a great play on the ball on that Blumhorse shot. All ball, solid block, good defensive possession there. But yeah, Blumhorse, like you said, he was looking for Zimmerman wide open on the left block again because he's been there all game long.
Nice pass, so wide open Rankin in the corner. Oh, in and out. But Pinsky with the offensive rebound, and he was all alone. Pinsky's first basket of the game, and the lead is 15.
And that was because of the focus the Redbud has to put on Blumhorst and Zimmerman.
3-point attempt is no good for McCarthy.
McCarthy just hasn't had many opportunities to knock down those shots so far today. Like you said, he's their best 3-point shooter. He just hasn't been, he's been well defended all game.
Nice. Again, just going through the motions on the offense right now. Great ball movement right now. Blue Morris to cutting Zimmerman. Zimmerman is going to get fouled on the shot by number 55, Landon Kilpatrick. And the thing is, unlike the previous 3 games where they played each other, they were close all the way through. This one wasn't. That third quarter is going to be the difference maker. And I gotta say, Elijah Zimmerman didn't have 18 points in those first 2 games either. First 4 games.
Yeah, he's been great so far today.
I mean, think about it. Blue Morris only with 8 points, and they're still up 16.
That speaks to Zimmerman, as well as got to give credit to Dietrich in that third quarter. He did a great job of, as we see Zimmerman knock down his second free throw. Dietrich had 7 points in that third quarter. He knocked down 3 of his 4 shots. He did a great job helping to extend this lead as well. So the supporting role, those guys have done a great job with Blumhorst as well to carry the load so far today.
Nice pass down low, and again, just cannot convert. That was a great look for Kilpatrick.
And again, no offensive boards. And that rebounding edge continues to grow for Nashville Okawville.
Blue Morris cutting out of control. We're going to have, it looks like another, somehow, not exactly sure how Kilpatrick was able to get that out of there. Three-point attempt is for number 51. Mola is no good. Dietrich strong on the rebound. He's got 5 rebounds to go along with his 7 points. Oh, they had Zimmerman underneath for wide open, but smartly just slowing things down. Blumhorst with the fadeaway, and he's just so smooth. Just so smooth.
Looks like Redbud finally switched from their zone defense to man-to-man there.
17-0 run.
And it's felt like it. It hasn't been any gimmicky run at all. Nashville Okawville has dominated these last 6 minutes plays. We see another turnover there. Another steal and another breakaway layup.
Pinsky, layup, and good. And I think Coach Mull wants another timeout. This one full, and it's a 19-0 run.
I really thought we were going to see a mirror image of that first half, right? I thought it was going to be another closely contested game. Come down to the last couple of minutes, which team could make those winning plays and take home third place. But Nashville Okawville put that nail in the coffin real early on in the second half.
They only have 1 made basket in the second half. 3 points. That was one Landon Rubish 3-pointer. That's it. That's all it was.
Yeah, and they just haven't, since that moment, they haven't been able to do anything offensively. It's been more turnovers than shots. Not even makes, just shots up. And like you said, like we were talking about at the break, they're like, Nashville Okawville is doing a great job cleaning the boards, doing a great job of shooting at a better percentage, and has really turned up the defensive pressure in the second half. They're dominating all those facets of the game, and it's shown on the scoreboard so far in this second half.
All right, like I was saying, next up we've got the defending champion Titan girls basketball team. Tries to repeat as they face the Comets from Peoria Christ. Peter and I will be back at 5:30 though for the boys championship between the Comets of Peoria Christ against St. Paul Rochelle. But no, Peter, just great day of action. This tournament's always one of my favorite weekends of the year. McCarthy opened for 3 at the top, and that is kind of how the second half has gone.
Indeed, that was a good look for McCarthy to open shot. It looked like it was going to fall. Nice out of a timeout play call by Coach Mull.
Nice. Anderson Inkley, who had just checked in back in the game. But who else doesn't get? But Ingley,
wow.
Nice offensive rebound by Ingley, and we're going to have a foul on the floor on number 55.
Great work by Ingley to put himself in the right position and secure that rebound, draw the foul. I was more surprised. Was that Elijah Zimmerman's first miss of the game?
It has to be. So Blumhorse is taking a seat on the bench. Peter, I don't think he's gonna get back in the game.
I would agree with you there. So it was Zimmerman's second miss of the game. My apologies.
Brock Schussler had just checked in the game for the first time. So Schlesinger, and we'll see again. Just nice effort, no good. That last foul was on Landon Rubish.
It was a good drive by Rubish to get to the rim, just couldn't convert the layup, but strong take nonetheless.
We're gonna have a traveling violation on Brock, who's just...
Otherwise, though, a very clean second half for Nashville Okawville as well. Not many turnovers. They've taken care of the ball.
So McCarthy is gonna check out of the game with 0 points as Liam Quentin checks in.
And he came in as their leading scorer for the weekend so far. That's a big reason why the score is currently the way it is. Right.
Peter, 3-point attempt is no good for number, and the ball goes out of bounds. That was Liam Quinton, who just checked in the game. Also checking in for the Cougars is number 32, Kason Birch. Number 25, Landon Rubish checks out. He finished this game with 7 points. And poor Cougars, that's 4 losses, but you can't hang your head down. You finished 4th place for the first time ever at state.
Yeah, and most wins ever in a season. Nice
effort as they steal each other back to the ball. We're gonna have a foul, another travel violation.
Yeah, like you were saying, most wins ever in Red Blood program history. So, got to be proud. Even losing this game, you're still, like you said, right, the fourth place team in state. It's a very successful season, and props to Nashville Okawville too. I mean, like we said earlier, it is hard to beat a team 4 times in a year.
So
almost impossible.
Landon Kilpatrick just checks out of the game as Liam Kilpatrick checks in for him. As we're talking to Coach Mull, that very small 7th grade class, 3-point attempt is long. But their 5th and 6th grade group is a group to be excited about. A lot of good numbers.
We should see them back here on Championship Sunday very soon.
Nice ball. We're going to have a foul. Nice effort there by... But we've seen that all game. Schlesinger is very active on the defensive side. But at the end of the day, this is kind of how the game we thought it'd be low 40s, right? High 30 type of score, and offensively, it just let Coach Mull down in the second half.
See the first free throw.
Zimmerman off on the first. Checking the game is number 5, Sutton Jones, and number 2, Lucas Summers. As Braden Schlesinger checks out of the game and Blayton Sutton checks out. So Lucas is a 5th grader. Sutton is a 5th grader. Liam Kilpatrick is a 6th grader.
This is a little preview of that team we might see in a couple of years.
Misses both free throws.
Nashville Okawville is going to end this season 35-3 too, right? That's a pretty impressive season if you ask me.
3-point attempt is no good. But I mean, it's just been. They're just struggling with the size, pure size advantage.
Yeah,
I mean,
the post play,
30 to 10 in rebounding advantage,
and that's pretty much a copy and paste of how the whole offensive day has gone for Nashville Okawville. It's either been 23 or 33 on the block, and they've been able to convert more times than not.
3-point attempt, no good. A nice offensive rebound by Kason Birch. Here's Birch again for 3. Short on the 3. And we're going to have a substitute timeout. Just going to let the game, as number 4, Braden McCarthy checks in the game with number 23, Liam Quinton, taking a seat on the bench. It's good to see a lot of these kids getting some action, Peter, though. Unfortunately, the game didn't go exactly how the second half didn't go how Coach Mull wanted to.
Nope. Yeah, I agree with you.
But these kids will remember this as long as they can.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's shot attempt is no good by Slusser. Rebound by Pinsky. Gets over Slusser again. Short on that shot. Sorry, that rebound was on Rankin. That rebound was by Rankin. And 3 seconds to go. 3-pointer at the buzzer for McCarthy. Thanks, guys. And your third place for the Illinois Lutheran State Tournament 2023 goes to the Titans from Trinity, St. John, Emmanuel, Nashville, Okawville. But Peter, again, the second half.
Tale of two halves. Yeah, first half was
20. They were outscored. The Titans outscored the Cougars.
We want to congratulate both teams for a job well done. And at this time, we'd like to present to the Cougars, who came to this tournament, champions of the SIJH-SAA Region 5. As champions of the Okawville Valley Conference Tournament, you go home today, the 4th place finishers in the state of Illinois. Congratulations. And to our friends, the Titans, you came to the state tournament. Champions of the St. Mark's Steelville All-Lutheran Tournament. Champions of St. Mary's Centralia Tournament. Champions of Good Shepherd Lutheran School 34th Annual Invitational Tournament. Champions, SIJH-SAA Region 5. You go home today, the 3rd place finishers of the state of Illinois. Congratulations. Moms and dads, we know you want to take pictures, and we want to allow you to do that, but we've got another game coming in here. If you go into Bart's Hall, you can stay for hours and take pictures, and they'll be happy to pose for you. Thank you so much. Godspeed to you. We'll see you next year.
All right, leading scorers. So the Titans finished 3rd and 35-3 on the season. Leading the way was Elijah Zimmerman with 20 points. Sam Bloomhorse ended with 10. Owen Dietrich with 7, Bennett Pinsky with 4, and Palmer Rankin with 3. And in defeat, a very balanced effort. Blayton Sutton had 8 points, and all 8 of those in the first half. Landon Rubish had 7, Brayton Schlesinger with 5, and Ian Moll with 2. But again, we got more action to come. Got the girls game up next, followed by the boys state championship. Great effort both sides, and we'll see you guys in a little bit.